I've also invited some good friends of mine who have just done an amazing job of supporting us. This is the entryway here, and this is my good friends. Roger, don't hide just because there's a camera. This is my pastor and my friend Jeff Hines and Roger Coleman over here, and then they call him PK. I call him Kenny. I probably shouldn't call him Kenny, but I call him Kenny because he reminds me of a little kid, but he's a good guy. I'm tremendously excited that they're here with us today because not only do they support us monthly, but they really help us to get the word out about this recovery home. You know, you heard Kenny talk earlier about the cold water challenge. He just said, hey, you know, what if we did this? I'm going to do my best to keep track of how many people give and just to have a good report to say, hey, you know what? One person said something, did something, and it spread like wildfire. That's really how this mission started. Me just helping one lady, and then I started going into the jail. You know, I've been going into the prisons to give my testimony for about 3 years. I started going into the jail, and now here we are with the first transitional home. Hopefully it's going to open by December 31st, 2014. So gentlemen, come on in here. Let's talk for a minute.
I'm Jeff Hines. I'm the lead pastor at La Porte Assembly. My heart in Worthy Women Recovery Home is that a lot of times these women are simply making bad choices, and if there is an organization that can reach their heart and their mind and begin to reorient their lives, they're not going to be involved in the revolving door in and out of jail. And so as a church, we care about our community. We recognize what a great organization Worthy Women was. We wanted to give them our full support, and so we are proud partners of Worthy Women Recovery Home.
My particular investment, besides loving sunshine and loving everything that has to do with seeing people live clean lives, is in the lives of teenagers. Deal with several teenagers whose parents are pretty messed up by drugs and alcohol. And if we can do something to change that, rebuild families, we rebuild a stronger community, and just putting Jesus in the center of it is just awesome. So I'm invested in this for the lives of teenagers and the lives of families.
I'm Roger Coleman. I'm the executive pastor at La Porte Assembly, and I'm here today because we believe in what Sunshine is doing. We recognize that, like the pastor had mentioned earlier, that there are so many people that are just making poor decisions, and as in the process of that decision, they need somebody to help them walk through that, and they need a place where they can be isolated from those things that have drugged them into a world that they may not even be able to control by themselves. So to have a transitional home that Sunshine is trying to create, it gives them an atmosphere that they can grow. It gives them an atmosphere where they can recognize they can be different, and there's hope beyond what their life looks like right now. So we thank God for all that He's doing. We thank Sunshine for her persistence in this process, and we want to encourage everybody, just come and be involved in what God is doing, because there are generations that are to follow that will reap the benefit of what you're doing today. So thank you very much.
You guys for coming. This church has been tremendously supportive at a time where we was wondering if we was even going to get $500 a month, much less the money that we're rounding up now. And just thank you guys for helping to get this word out. And my last words would be is I pray that every pastor out there seeing this would realize that you guys have teenagers too, and you have people in your church who are struggling with addiction. So come and help to be a part of this.